What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Jade and I'm from Canada.
Wow, so what brings you to Australia?
I've always wanted to come to Australia. I've heard it's a great place to visit, and yeah, dream checked off the bucket list for me. Yeah.
So any culture shock or anything you learned in Australia?
The biggest thing is when I came here, Australia drives on the other side of the road than Canada. So when I crossed the street, I looked the wrong way.
Me too.
Double take.
Yeah, me too.
And driving, I won't drive. I'll be a liability on the road if I drive. So.
And
Yeah.
because I'm from Asia, so I never been to Canada or US. So I wonder what's the difference between these three, like Western English-speaking
Yeah.
country?
Between Australia?
Yeah.
Between Canada and Australia?
Canada, Australia, and US.
Oh, I would say people, number one. Canada's very friendly. I feel like all of them are. But biggest thing, honestly, there's not something huge. Personally from Canada and Australia, I find that the only thing is the weather. It's raining a lot here. It's really hot, and all the animals can kill you, whereas Canada, you can't.
I wonder this year, what's your highlight? Like, what did you learn this year?
I think the highlight for this trip was being able to go by myself. Like, I'm backpacking by myself here, so I think it's just the independence of being by yourself, and also seeing other things as well is super valuable. So perspective, I think, was the biggest thing that opened. Yeah.
So what's the biggest challenge being a solo backpacker?
Being comfortable being by yourself, like going to restaurants by yourself or figuring things out. So I think the biggest challenge was just solely relying on yourself in another country. I'm easy because it's the same language, but I think that it would be harder if it was different. But I think the biggest thing was, just being by yourself.
Cool. And maybe if one day you could meet any celebrity or singer, who would you like to meet?
From Australia?
Anywhere.
First thing comes to mind is Jacob Elordi. He's from Australia. Good looking man. I would love to meet him.
Good looking man. Please collaborate.
I would love to meet him, but yeah, that would be my number one, I think. Cool.
Yeah, I hope we can make it.
Me too.
And how about your New Year resolution? Like New Year goals? Are you going to travel to different countries, maybe Southeast Asia or Europe? Or
I would love to come back. I think traveling to Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam would be amazing. So I think now that I've traveled, I think bucket list or New Year's resolution would be to travel more.
Where is your next country you always want to travel?
Maybe New Zealand now. I've heard Thailand is amazing. Maybe somewhere in Europe too. Italy, something like that. Anywhere.
And last but not least, if people want to sponsor you, how can they find you on Instagram?
Jade Gorsic, JAYDGORSIC. Easy.
Everybody please follow and subscribe.